Hi guys, welcome back. As I was dropping my video sharing with you guys all the in and out of the Emirates ban, Nigerian banning Emirates from Nigeria, or should I say suspending Emirates from Nigeria. Some of you guys were in the comment section of my video and also in the DM of Travel to Niger's Instagram page to let me know that Funke, there are some new updates. So, and not even only that the ban has been lifted, and these new updates were released on March the 24th. So that is exactly what this video is all about. What exactly is this new update? Has the ban truly been lifted? And if so, who conceded between the Nigerian government and Emirates Airlines? Like who gave in to whom? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian author. I wrote the incredible travel guide for Lagos. It's the first ever high quality, locally curated travel guide for Lagos titled Lagos Travel Guide. You can buy it on Amazon. I'll leave the links for other stockists where you can get my book down below in the description box. I am also a travel and lifestyle content creator, creating here to really help the average Nigerian and African traveler travel better and smarter. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Also, don't forget to follow Travel to Niger on Instagram. Travel to Niger is actually the #1 trusted platform for Nigerian travelers for everything travel to and from Nigeria. It's filled with so much information to help Nigerians navigate travel during this pandemic and beyond. And if you want to support Travel to Niger on Patreon, because many people have said, how can you support? Because I know many people here value the timely information that I share and that the team also shares on Travel to Niger. So if you really want to support, I'm going to leave a link to the Patreon down below so you can check it out and support, keep this amazing, incredible platform, Travel to Niger, alive through your contributions. Don't also forget to give this video a thumbs up. By thumbsing up, you let me know that you actually value the information I'm putting out and you want me to create more videos like these. So definitely give this video a thumbs up. Firstly, I want to be clear on what exactly this new update is that was shared on March the 24th. The UAE government, through their embassy in Abuja, shared this document. And in this document, they pretty much say that they're willing to drop the third request for the antigen test that was required by travelers from Nigeria. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please make sure to watch the first video where I share what exactly this new requirement that Nigeria wasn't having, basically, and saying, we're not going to have that. So they're saying now that they're happy to drop this requirement for Nigerians to do antigen tests at the airport as they're about to leave Nigeria. But now, Emirates Airlines has said, we'll let you have that, but we have new requests from you. Yes? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to read out this document, what was written in this document, so that legit I'm sharing with you all the nitty-gritty parts of the information that you need to know. So the document says, the Embassy of the United Arab Emirates in Abuja presents its compliments to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Protocol Department of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. With reference to the ministry verbal note, the embassy has the honor to convey the response of the competent authorities in the UAE regarding the ongoing flight halt between the UAE and Nigeria, as well as the travel requirements for travelers to the UAE. The UAE government has decided to remove the requirement of a rapid antigen test at the airports in Nigeria, while demanding the following requirements. So there are 5 requirements that they mentioned. At the end, I'm going to talk about these 5 requirements. It says the Embassy of the UAE in Abuja avails itself of this opportunity to renew to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria the assurances of its highest consideration. So this was shared on the 24th of March. But let's go through the requirements. So as I've said before, the test that the Nigerian government is saying, it cannot happen, they said it's okay, it doesn't have to happen. But now we have 5 things that has to happen. Number 1, the number of passengers on inbound flights to the UAE must not exceed 200 passengers for 2 weeks. I'm going to explain what I believe this means, and I'm sure in time the government's going to explain it a little bit more for us. But they're saying that any flight coming from Nigeria into the UAE, right, cannot have more than 200 passengers for 2 weeks. So I may be wrong, and maybe you can tell me in the comment section what your interpretation of this statement is. I think what they mean is that probably each day, per day, regardless of where, I don't even know, to be honest. My thinking is maybe it's per day, there can't be more than 200 people coming from Nigeria to the UAE. So I don't know whether that is combined with Lagos and Abuja together, or they're saying it's per flight coming in at any one time. So that's to be clarified. And I think it's daily. I don't think it's 200 passengers for the whole 2 weeks, because it doesn't make sense for them to be operating a flight based on 200 passengers for the whole 2 weeks. So I think it's daily passengers probably allowed to the UAE. It's just 200. Okay, so I don't know. Let me just expand on this. Does that mean that they're trying to limit? Maybe I think they're trying to test, right? See if they're going to have the same issues as before again. So let them limit the number so they can control the potential effects on their economy, on their country, if, for example, people keep testing positive on arrival in Dubai. So I think that's why they're doing this. The second, they said only direct flights between the UAE and Nigeria are allowed. Right. So they're basically saying that you cannot fly any other airline to the UAE except Emirates. That's what they're saying. Right, so only direct flights. I think Etihad too, right, is flights to Abu Dhabi. So you can't take Kenya to Nairobi and then connect to the UAE. They're saying it has to be a direct flight. So basically they're limiting the entry point of Nigerians coming into their country for the next 2 weeks. I don't know if it's the next 2 weeks. I guess for the next 2 weeks, I guess so. Number 3, passengers need to present a valid negative PCR test conducted within 48 hours before boarding. If you guys remember this, actually, the initial requirement for pre-boarding test was 72 hours. They're now being stricter to say, okay, since you guys want to do a rapid antigen test, the time you need to do your test is literally 24 hours to your flight time, right? So this is much stricter. So it's good to bear this in mind. Number 4, provide the embassy with the updated list of the approved PCR test centers by the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it's basically for the government to provide to the UAE embassy the list of test centers that the government has approved. And it's basically only these test centers can be used by passengers traveling on board their flights to the UAE. I guess this is for them to basically also control where people can take their test from, right? And they want the government to basically give them the assurance that those test centers in Nigeria are not going to be dishing out fake results. That's pretty much what they're saying there. And the final requirement, it states the importance of ensuring the accuracy of the passenger's information, contact details, and place of stay during their stay in the UAE. I guess here they're saying that people have to provide, the government has to provide to them, passengers' information, whether that's like their name, passport information, and all that information, their contact details of those passengers, and where they're going to be staying in the UAE. So I guess this is for the government, the UAE government, to be able to track specifically who these people are and where they're going to be staying in the UAE. So guys, that is the update with regard to the UAE basically trying to come to some sort of agreement with the Nigerian government. Many of you said, oh, the ban has been lifted. The ban has not been lifted. All that has happened is that the UAE has come to the table to say, we've heard you, Nigeria. We've heard what you want, what you're upset about, right? And this is what we're bargaining with. right? And it's for Nigeria to now say, yes, so we agree, and that's what we're waiting for right now. So once Nigeria responds, I'll be creating a video to let you know what that response is. But I really hope that this video has been super useful, that you've enjoyed watching it, that it's helped you sort of like understand what's going on right now. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a huge thumbs up, right? And if you made it to this point, you know what? I want you to comment Funke, like Funke, like 5 times, right? If you made it here. Thank you once again, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.